Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 10th episode of Bakemonogatari. Now, last episode we got to meet up with, Nanako. She is clearly having some snake-related issues. Like, for one thing, she slaughters them at the shrine. A little bit weird. Looking up occult books at the bookstore. Apparently has snake markings all over her body, like all over her body. We made sure to check. So clearly something happened with her. I don't think she gave any specifics on it just yet, but clearly, pretty much every girl in this situation, well, that Araki's helped, they've all had something in common, they did something in the past that made some sort of mistake that caused them to have a run-in with something supernatural that's having a negative effect on their life. So I'm sure, probably most likely this episode, we'll get Nanako explaining what she did that got the snake interested in her. I mean, it could just be killing the snakes, upset the snake god, and decided to wrap around her. That's a possibility, but it's probably a bit more complicated than that. So, yeah, let's just get into it and see what Araragi does about Nanako's snake problem. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Snake constrictor. I mean, that makes sense. I'm not going to argue with you. That sounds cool. Yes, that's what we're getting at. Slithery one. Spite. Okay. Did she say that? Did I just forget that? I guess I might have. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I don't, who could possibly not like Nanako? That's ridiculous. Of course. Talking about unwarranted resentment. A little bit. Well, I guess that didn't work out at all, now did it? Oh? Well, then what went wrong? Well, clearly something went wrong. Oh, I guess that makes sense. He's an amateur after all. Yeah, I probably should have called a professional to help her. Kind of like getting a lawyer, except for supernatural stuff. Yahora. Moto. The song just fills me with so much happiness, I don't even know. Fuwa fuwadi, fuwa fuwadu. Fuwa fuwadu, fuwa fuwadi. Yeah, stop singing it. As hard as it is. Just some of the faces she makes in this bit is great. uh. Snake. Nanako Snake Part 2. So, if she messed up the ritual, how do we, fix a messed up ritual? Do we just do it over? Do we, erase it and start again? I guess we'll see. And I guess she's still here, still dressed like that. Oh, well that sounds simple. You got her excited. Oh, we had to go all the way back up those stairs. Probably have to get dressed first. Whew. Yeah, gotta take care of that first. Of course, she has to come along as well, for several reasons. So definitely very urgent. More so than he made it sound like. Damn, that's gotta suck. Well, I'm sure it is, but I don't think she wants Badaragi to worry about her, so I'm not gonna let it show. But it would make sense why she seems so unhappy. Like, general disposition. And yet, here we are. Basically, she did a lot more harm than good to herself. Really? Oh, well, she did do that. So it's all Shinobu's fault. Okay. So, anywhere but there would have been better. I guess, I mean, I'm sure we'll have to. I mean, obviously wouldn't go to that same spot unless we had a reason to. There's a lot of steps after all. Bringing this up to her. Yeah, you can be honest, you know, you don't have to put up a front for us. We're not gonna be mad at you. Where do you go in? Two arrows pointing in two different directions, or say dead end. Yeah, people can't help you unless you let them know there's a problem. It really is a good thing Adaragi found out about this when he did, because if he took a little bit longer, would have had a much less happy ending. So in that sense, Nadeko's very lucky. Because very few other people are in a position to be able to help her with a supernatural problem like this. And now it's three of us climbing these steps together. Huh. You look like you're having a little bit of fun there, Kambaru. Kind of way ahead of them. Because he wasn't you. And that's Usually the reason in anime. Yeah, do you remember when we used to play together? Had a lot of fun. Oh, that was sad. What are you doing? Okay, oh, rather, uh, that could be either one of them. That's not surprising at all to hear. So she'll take theirs. Next commercials. I don't know. Commercials are for people that still watch regular cable TV. Okay, so what's the problem? Does that not get the job done well enough? Which she does now know about, so she can do that. Well, it's that should be obvious. Pretty sure that's everyone's fetish, is it not? Whatever you want. I don't know, pray to whatever animal eats snakes. He is. We all are, trust me. I can do that. I will do that. I think this is a version of her opening. Might be. You get a little flashback. Skihi is so forceful. Skihi can be scary. Should have seen him in Bakemonogatari, which I guess hadn't happened yet, so. Wow, that is pretty nice of him. A sixth grader can do that. Well, I guess if it's just a chain, then yeah. It must be nice. That's where it begins. If you want an older brother, I'm right here. I have no younger siblings, so I'm always looking. Okay, we're getting started, I guess. Yeah, but of course it's gonna go wrong before it's done. It was worth it. Oh? Why do you say that? Yeah, something like that. Well, the war between yokai, that we would like to avoid that. So I guess that was a big favor for Oshino. Okay. Then I guess it all kind of worked out. So how's it going, Nanako? Are you okay? It's hard to tell, but I hope it's going okay. I'm still watching, so don't worry about that. It's okay, I got all day, I can watch this for hours. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. I guess we'll want to avoid that then. Well, I have no problem with that personally. But I'm sure they do. So I've heard. That question mark Ahoga. Don't say that. What would we do without you? I suppose. Yeah, when a cute girl has an oddity-related problem, you can't ignore them. How would you build a harem that way? So, I guess that means she's forgotten everything. I assume that forgetting refers to both the Kyuu stuff and the Neko stuff. You don't need to become like Meme. You can just be yourself. A 10th, okay, so we have a number. Well, we're not going to abandon Shinobu. Don't even joke about that. Something wrong? Oh, yeah, that definitely looks wrong. This must be choking her. Oh, that looks painful. But I don't know what we could do if we can't grab the snake. I don't know, but it's so hard to watch. Well, it's hard to watch in some ways. Oh god, that would be the worst. Yeah, there was definitely no way to know that if you couldn't see it. That makes it twice as bad, if not more so. So, do we have a second talisman to use, or I don't, I don't know what we do about this. Don't grab it, Araraki. We're told not to do that. But I guess we're gonna do it anyway. I don't blame him at all. Can't just sit there and watch it choke her to death. Well, you can see the markings, so you can still probably tell where it is roughly. It's so bad. But yeah, we're committed to pulling it off. Oh god. Good thing he has healing powers. Oof. Did it bite him? Oh god, ow. Very much ow. But at least we got it off, I think. It's hard to tell when you can't see it. I think yeah, it's leaving. Uh, it's not leaving Araragi alone, though. Oof. Oh god. Kanbaru, are you able to help at all? Or just gonna kind of watch? Yeah, I definitely can't stand on that leg. So is it going back to... I guess not going home yet. Or is it? I can't tell. It's invisible. It's hard to see where it's going. But yeah, I think it's still going after Araragi for now. It hasn't given up quite yet. You can still see like the grass move and stuff. Yeah, that makes it a bit easier to follow it. Especially if you could like throw some blood on it, or if it would just slide through the blood. That would help too. Kind of like how you dump paint on an invisible person. You're leaking a lot of blood. Yeah, it's coming right behind you, Araragi. I want to do something. Oh. Okay, now Kamado does something. So it's gonna go by now. Yeah, now it's gonna go home. Go home to roost. Does a supernatural snake have venom? I guess it would. That's better than him going after you or Nanako. Yeah, remember who you're here to help. You can't help everyone all the time. It's not realistic. Unless you're Superman, I guess. But you're not, so. Be realistic. Yeah. The important thing is you and Nanako are safe, though. Try to focus on that. Yeah, but... I mean, she kind of owes you, so... You know, it's fine. She owes you a lot, really. So, are we gonna go check on Nanako to make sure she's okay, or... That's kind of my priority right now. Okay, she seems fine. That's good. And she shouldn't be in pain anymore, which is great. Because if you think about it, she's been in pain the entire time we've seen her in the show so far, and that's finally gone. So, should be a big difference in her happiness level. But she kind of has to. You helped her out quite a bit, you know. Yeah, let's not show her that injury. Yeah, but you didn't. So that makes a difference. To be continued. So we're gonna have a Nautico Snake Arc Part 3? Because I think it looks like we're pretty much done, so I don't know. What's after the Nautico Snake Arc? I think it was just Senjugahara stuff, right? I remember they had some sort of dates near the end of Bakemonogatari. Then of course we get into some sister stuff next season in Monogatari. But yeah, just I really can only imagine how much that would hurt to have a snake constricting you constantly, and then after all that it tries to choke you. That would just be the worst. Luckily for her, Araragi's more than willing to save her, so she can now be happy again. Yeah, it looks like we are gonna get a little bit more Nanako next episode. Whew. That cute little clap that Nanako did. I don't remember the context of it, but I do kind of remember the clap itself. Oh, we're getting Tsubasa stuff next episode. Okay. So there was one more little bit. I forgot about that. But then again, forgetting about things is the reason why there's any value at all to my blind reaction, so that's fine. Okay. That was the 10th episode of Bakemonogatari. And this episode was all about saving Nanako, because last episode was kind of setting up for this. In this episode, we found out, specifics about the situation. Basically, a guy confessed to Nanako. Nanako rejected him. A curse was put on her as a result of the situation. And the curse itself didn't actually do anything, though. It was just her trying to lift it, going about it a very incorrect way, with that shrine and everything. That's what messed it up, made it much more worse, so yeah, that was a problem. The markings were a snake, 2 snakes actually, constricting her. So, it's a bit of a problem. I mean, it wasn't really that complicated of a solution. Basically, you just bring her to the shrine, use the talisman that he was given from Meme, and wait for it to do its magic. The problem was there were 2 snakes. So I guess what happened was we cleansed, I don't know what verb you would use for that, but we got rid of 1 snake, and I guess that agitated the other one to the point where it started to act out. Or maybe it was just going to happen either way, I don't know, but the snake definitely started to move and just straight up choke her and try to go down her throat. Which, that would be a little bit unpleasant, I would say. So, yeah, Araragi, he was told that he could technically grab it and pull it off, but that's not a good move because then it would go after him. And even if he avoided it, it would go after the person that did the curse. So Araragi, being the guy that wants to save everyone, wouldn't be happy with that. But that's kind of what it had to be. Like, Araragi pretty much had a choice. He had to choose who he wanted to die there. Because I don't think he was ever going to be able to kill that thing. Like, he couldn't even see it. If killing it by regular physical means was a possibility, then we wouldn't have needed the talisman, charm, whatever they called it, to begin with. So I don't think he had any way to kill it, not being a 1/10 vampire at least. So, and if that's the case, he had to make a choice. Who dies? Nanako, him, or the curse person. So, obviously, that's an easy choice to make for his position, but not a choice he would want to make. If that makes sense, but Kanbato kind of helped him make that choice, so Kanbato did good work there. Like I said, I think Kanbato owes Araragi quite a bit since he saved her from her problems, as well as her trying to murder him a couple times, so I think she does owe him a little bit. So, that's fine. But we saved Nanako, and she's now happy, and that's great. Because she was so unhappy being constricted by not 1 but 2 snakes, and things are better now. It's all good. Next episode, we'll be getting into Tsubasa cat stuff. Of course, I guess we're going to be getting a little bit of Nanako stuff as well, but her oddity problem has been dealt with, so that won't be the focus. We're going to get into some Tsubasa cat stuff. So, we'll get to see, Tsubasa become a cat. Hanakawa is what I'm more familiar with calling her, but yeah, Hanakawa will get to see her in kitty cat mode, that's always fun. Seeing a different side of her and all that. I think that's everything to say. I mean, Meme brought the idea that he won't be there forever, which I'm sure he'll leave at some points. I don't remember when that happens, if it does at all. But we don't really want to see him go, though. But, time marches on. Eventually, everybody has to move on with their lives and do different things, so kind of have to accept that. So hopefully Araragi can learn enough about this to be able to stand up on his own 2 feet before that happens, because I'm sure he'll continue to have oddity problems to work on, so there's always something to do, so he needs to be able to take care of that as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.